That's a beautiful little song they got there, I think. How you doing tonight, Cookie Monster? Can you hear me? I'm enjoying my election night quite well. You?
Yeah,
I wasn't even
I'm great.
thinking about it till about an hour ago.
It wasn't. Why not? What was
I
it?
don't know. It popped up like, oh, it's happening right now. But I think it's suitable to have mastodons for an election night.
Out there somewhere. Or either that or it got thrown, the bucket got thrown away, but there's still flour out there.
Is my volume good? Because I was having problems with it earlier. My mic
Can you hear
was like crap. I can hear
me?
you. Yeah, I can hear you. How can you hear me? That's the question.
No, it's a tough. I'm gonna go plug it in, and I'm gonna use my plug-in one for the thing.
Okay, that's cool. Silent Ryan. Yes, he's silent half the time. He's busy doing other things. He's got a life. We're taking the door. The camera's open slowly as he walks to
Maybe
the
ho.
garage. Hey, you sound better now.
What? What's wrong with it? You break it? Plug it in. Fine. No, that's all it does. Oh, but when you unplug it from the charger, it doesn't work? That's fucking weird. Mine still works. Huh. That's fucking trip. That is totally fucking weird. Well, now we know. They're junk.
What's junk?
I got it. I got another one in my phone. Yeah,
You got to share.
I bought two of them. They sent me four of them because they kept one. They wanted to use my dad and my brother.
All right.
Yeah, another flashlight.
Now you just struck my curiosity.
Oh, that's the best. That's not the whole. Okay, so take care. Okay, damn it. You even hear me at all?
Oh, we can hear you just fine.
I can barely fucking hear you. Oh, wait, there we go. Volume's not turned up.
Can, is my microphone low? That's what I was asking earlier.
Hi, TT.
It does sound great to her. So
Hi, Matthew.
Matthew
Seeing you
Houston's
guys
here.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking one hot hat, dude. That's one hot
Anybody got a
motherfucker.
favorite candidate in the race?
Really?
One that
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
screw us
asking.
over somehow?
Yeah, there you
How
go.
about one that doesn't fuck us over?
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna queue up the mastodons. See if I can remember where they were. Ah, here they are. What are the difference between mastodons and mammoths? I don't
What
know.
about Macedon again?
Oh, mastodons and mammoths are two different critters, according to history. That's what I was going to look at to start with. But I also found an excellent new song I wanted to play first. Yeah, it's a David uh, Karen song. You liked this stuff last time I played you some of it.
Cool.
Yeah. It's called "Ask a Blind Man." Is the name of the song. I'm gonna give it a shot. Tell me what you guys think about this song.
Tell me what you think about this song.
I yeah. You like the little cartoon he's got drawn there? Let's give it a shot.
I'll tell you it's true.
Gentiles, you reptiles, I stand before you, I stand disciple. Take something I know little about, and the homeless without a doubt.
All I'll tell you is true.
Oh, that was awesome. What do you think? Definitely straight to the truth.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. I like the way they did the fake jabs there in the middle of it. See, Fauci's getting shot. Yeah, roll up your sleeve. Not me, dude. I won't do it. All right. Have you ever heard of Pablo? No? I'm trying to get back to where I need to be. Here we are. I got a nice observation he did. You ever heard of him, Ryan? No? It's akin to the black swans. He uses oil rigs to mark the distance when he does observations.
He does what now?
He just does long distance observations in Santa Barbara Bay. Yeah, he's got a real close to you, ain't it?
Sort of. Down south, but
I was gonna play
he
one of
lives
his
way south.
observations.
He lives like 4 hours down, 5 hours south.
Yeah.
So no, not really. But he's in California, so yeah.
It's closer than you are to me. I was going to show you one of his last observations. Now I was going to get into the woolly mammoth thing. This is Take a Good Look is the name of the stream for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Here we are. I'll open her up. Don't mind the audio. It's not really the best because he's right in the ocean and he's getting a lot of reflective sound off of the water. So when he's talking to the camera, it's kind of harsh.
Monday, November 4th, 2024, about 4:40 in the afternoon, the new time. So about a half hour until sunset. So I'm at UCSB Campus Point, parking lot number 6, about 45 feet up. I'm in the new spot. I did notice they trimmed the bushes in my old place over here. Almost 100 feet to my left. If I might go back there, it's a little bit more direct from a visitor parking area. So it's about 65. Humidity's probably jumping up to 50% by now. But Mesa Lane on the left, 6.5 miles. Muscle Shoals behind it there at 23. Relatively low horizon, but as far as the background goes, looks like we're seeing pretty far down. They use that white spot to the right, just kind of where the breaking waves are out there at the end of the beach down there to the right. That little white spot is 150 feet up, and if it's that much gap between there and the apparent horizon, that's a pretty good indicator.
That's pretty awesome, I
I see
think.
people walking on the beach down there at Mesa Lane Beach.
I think it's like 6 miles almost. The cool thing I think about Pablo here is he actually puts all his data out too. His height, angle width, whole 9 yards. I'll put a link for it in chat if you guys want to take a look at his work.
That's platform Houch, Houchin at 17.8 miles. Ventura overhead area there on the left. Excuse me. It's about 30 miles to the coast behind it there. behind the rig. Not much inferior mirage going on above the water line for sure. It's just everything seems to be pushed down quite a bit. And over to Houchin here. Conejo Mountain in the background at 51 miles, 1,800 foot elevation. The Never Ever Ridge. It's really a series of ridges back there. It's not all one ridge, but kind of looks like it here, so I call it the Never Ever Ridge. So that's Henry at 16.8 miles. The low spot in the ridge is just up there to the right of the burn-off boom out there. 1,000 foot at 50 miles. It's never even close to being down there next to what you'd call the horizon. Trying to see if I'm getting a reflection off the Morgan Stanley building. It kind of looks like it to the left of Henry there, that little light spot just above the water. That's the multi-story building right there by the 101 in the area between Oxnard and Ventura there. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the reflection there. And then Saddle Peak up there to the right, 72 miles, 71, something like that. It's 2789 foot elevation.
Well, there's a boat.
Boats. Mr. Hill House at 14.6 miles.
And you can see all the way down, huh?
The crossbars
Nice.
are typically about, I don't know, 15 feet above the water. It's pretty low tide though. Platform A. Platform B and a crew boat. Looks like they're doing some loading of some kind. At least the crane's over there in that general direction. I need some hot tea. I got a frog in my throat. Clearly nothing's, no inferior mirage down there, kind of hiding things. And there's platform C. With the crossbars clearly visible, 15 feet above the water, a little bit more probably right now. La Jolla Peak, Clark's Peak up there behind. I'm trying to remember the elevation here at Laguna Peak is 49 miles and 1,450 foot elevation. And then Magoo Peak. Magoo Peak's 50 miles. Globe nominal hidden height is 1165. Looks like, yeah, there's not much inferior mirage. There's some of that lower land out to the right's hidden now. It sticks out quite a ways there to the right, about 40 miles there at Port Hueneme.
Sticks out more to that, huh?
No, it does.
Beautiful evening out here.
1,165 feet should be hidden, dude. I don't think so. That's a pretty picture.
Over and
though.
out.
That sounds.
I liked it. He makes good observations, man. So anything going on with you today? The typical day in the life of Ryan? No, you can make a TV series called
Typical,
Life of
yeah.
Ryan.
You probably could. Well, does anybody want to watch it?
How do you know? You're watching it right now, dude.
I know. I'm live. It's my Triple X movie. It is. Well, because anything bad could happen, or something could happen that I'm not allowed to show. So technically, it's an X-rated movie.
You can't censor life, dude. Really, can you?
No, that's why I'm saying I think. Not that I think that pornography should be legal or anything, but or like not frowned at, but still,
I got
I am fucking clumsy. I'm not used to having a cord attached to my fucking head.
you. You got a cord attached to your head. You better hook it,
Yeah,
man.
I got the headset on, and the fucking headset's corded, so I can hear you good while I'm out running around because I'm gonna go do something with my bike.
What's on the agenda? Something?
There ain't nobody here.
There's nobody in here, is there? We got 2 people watching, dude. They're all over watching the elections, so.
Yeah.
Oh, we should check that out before we get started with anything
Because
else.
we
What do you
care,
think?
right?
Yeah,
Because
I
we
don't
care
know.
about the elections.
Well, let's see where the elections has gone so far.
Where's
Let's
it
see who's
gone? Oh,
won.
I bet it's gone to nowhere.
Gone to hell in a handbasket, man.
Maybe that too. Maybe.
Let's see. I'll type in vote, see what it does for me. Oh, there you go. Voting results come right up right away. Decision 2024. Let's go to a live feed. Let's see what it looks like.
This is ridiculous, dude.
What is?
This fucking race, like it's 230 to 210. Trump's still leading, but whatever. Goofy ass shit, man.
Here, get them while they're hot.
That's fucking tough. I'm gonna fight mine with vote for this stuff.
I don't know, but obviously either they vote for her anyway, or no one seems to care. Either way,
Oh, they got my town here. Denver's got their elections. They're still counting votes over here. Look at this shit.
I'm gonna laugh when
Harris
some.
can't.
I'm gonna laugh when fucking Kennedy wins or something instead. That'd be funny as fuck.
Isn't Kennedy running though? I thought he was.
Yeah, he's running. He's got 500,000 votes, but
Wow, that'll get him in.
sure. Well, if they catch both of them, the other one's cheating, then yeah, he could end up president, right? That's what they do, right?
Isn't this the magic trick though? The people that you're not voting for that are in politics, they're still running the show. These people you're voting for, the ones that disappeared, aren't running the show. They're the distraction. And these are just mouthpieces.
Bro, what are you yapping about over here? What are you talking about?
Let's see, we
Who
got
are you talking to?
Camilla Harris.
Still talking to yourself?
210, and
Huh? Can't
Trump
read.
is at 230.
Yeah, I see. So what? There's a guy. Big fucking deal.
He was asking a question. Shit out of
Oh, he asked you a question. Oh. What do you want to
Did you
know?
get my answer?
Do you want to know? What do you want to know? You want to know what you were up to or what? Oh, which one? Mission Park? Down the street. Down the fucking street, man. Now what the fuck did I do with this golf balls? God damn it.
This is so exciting to watch these people.
It's exciting to watch a bunch of dumbasses who believe in some bullshit.
They're
Okay.
just bumping into each other from what I can tell.
All right,
Like,
what the fucking hell did I do with this
who are
motherfucker?
you voting for, man? I'm voting for this guy.
Swear to God, stuck him in here. What did I do with him?
Stay close to me. These people are criminals.
What did I do with the fucking golf? Goddamn son of a bitch.
There's one girl counting votes. She's
What
watching
did
the
I do with
camera.
them?
I don't know what you do with them.
What the fuck did I do? Son of a fucking bitch, bro. I'm losing my fucking mind here.
They're not doing any commentary on this. I'm gonna find a different one. Let's see if we can find a better one.
Swear to God, I stuck that shit in the fucking back of that truck. And it's fucking not there.
I have no idea what
What
to
did I do
do.
with it? What did I do with it?
Let's try this guy here. Let's
Swear
see.
to
This
fucking
is
God, I had a fucking. Oh, I know where they're at. Okay.
decision 2024. Should I go to the United States president? Looks like they got.
United States president. United States president. Is that what it is?
That's just a board. That's all they're doing. The live stream's off.
All right, me too. Give me a
That's
second to
boring.
lock this. Fucking pocket button. Fucking pocket hole.
Well, they got music with this one. That one ain't worth watching.
Nigga.
Yeah. Let's see. The BBC's covering it. Let's see.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that like the one I got?
yeah.
You go grab mine, huh?
Let's
No, I don't
see
feel like
what.
going out there and find it. I know where it's at. But
who
I
is
can
it?
get it back and get
Your vote, your choice. ABC Chicago. Nah.
Get out. God, bitch.
Watch some puppets tell us about it. I guess.
Road trip. Here we go. Road trip. Road trip. Road trip.
That Fox Business News looks like it sucks.
See what runs with punk ass motherfuckers that were staying on some distance over there. What are we looking for?
The final hours of voting across America. Let's try this.
Something fell?
You know,
Okay, so
it's not my flashlight. I thought.
Here it goes.
we'll figure it out when we get there.
Klein, he's at the big
Hey,
board
Rick
for us.
Klein.
Rick, I'm so happy to have you here. And I love this part of the night. Multiple scenarios could play out
Her
tonight,
voice
right?
is
So walk
annoying
us
as hell.
through
What
the
now?
different paths to victory here.
Yeah, Kana, this is a map filled in with all of the what we consider
Go down
more
there and look
safe
around.
red states and blue states. So if everything
Mhm,
lines
down
up
there still.
and Trump wins the states that
Trash.
he's favored in and
Not even
Harris
that.
wins the state that she's
Sure.
favored in, we see the Electoral College landing
Going
there.
this way.
Then it becomes that battle to 270 electoral votes. The easiest way for Kamala Harris to get there is to carry the big blue wall states,
Don't worry about it.
Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. That alone gets her at 270 electoral votes. If she loses one of those, she needs functionally to win at least one of the southern states and then at least in either the other state there or one of the battleground states out west, which are going to take quite a long time. For Donald Trump,
Is it
he's
straight
got
right
a
here?
couple of different paths.
It
It's
goes to the same
possible
place that
that
other one
by
goes
the
to,
end of
so
the
it doesn't
vote
really matter
counting,
for
he
you
carries
guys.
both of those western states and the two states that are battlegrounds in the South,
know why I
Georgia
did
and
that.
North Carolina. That puts him at
All right, thank you.
268
I guess that's
electoral
because
votes,
I'm
Hey,
and
Jim.
he's just one state away from taking the Electoral
Jim.
College. He could get the electoral votes he needs
man.
in Pennsylvania. Another way to think about it is if he wins Georgia and North Carolina, which could project pretty early tonight, Kana, he is in the driver's seat the rest of the night.
We're on.
No question. I think there's so many eyes
Road
here
to
on North
recovery
Carolina. In
here.
fact, the governor just told me, in his opinion,
You know,
Rick, that if
they
Kamala
always
Harris,
play it like the other
Kamala
guy's
Harris
gonna
wins
win,
North
and then
Carolina,
somebody
she's going
wins,
to
you
win
don't
the
want.
election.
Well, last time I
Turn her ass down. She's
Talk a
loud.
little bit more
I
about
know that.
those
Well, yeah, they
swing
cheat
states with
anyway.
19 electoral votes.
Yeah, and just looking at the way that the map lines up and
And all
the
set.
and the timeline of the evening, the election basically starts in the southeast with those two
Well, they
battlegrounds
did
I
it. I'm
mentioned
sure
in
they've
Georgia
got it
and North
already. They've
Carolina.
already done
The
it.
poll closings here are important
fucking
because that's
surprised.
when we see data.
Bite your
That's
nails,
when we
people.
can start to see a projection.
always set up,
Officials
bro. You
in
know
both Georgia
it
and North Carolina
It's
tell
always
us
set up.
tell us
That's
What
they
am I gonna
expect
do
to have
tomorrow morning?
a lot of data in tonight. It might be that our decision desk makes a projection in one or both of those states sometime late this evening. Pennsylvania, that's the most important
I don't think
battleground
it's gonna be
state, but it's
different,
going to
but-
be pretty slow. We've heard
It won't be
already some
different
issues in
now,
some of the
except
polling
for
locations
thinking
about ballot counting. It's going to take a
Sure.
long time. So then we're going to start
Well, they
looking
don't.
forward. Arizona
Well,
and
what if it
Nevada.
don't?
Man, if we're talking about those, it's going to be a
What if they
really long
deliberately
time,
fuck-
Kana. But Michigan and Wisconsin,
So what?
we could
But-
get results
but
tonight.
But what you don't
Michigan
understand is
closed
all
the
she's
polls
there
at
is to
9,
talk
but
and
most
say
of the
what they
states are
tell her to
actually closed
say.
at 8.
She
So
ain't
we'll
there
start
to
to see
fucking
data
do anything because
flowing
she
in.
ain't
That's
the one
one of
making the
states where they
decisions.
changed the
Pretty sure they
law
didn't tell her to
to make
say
it easier to
second.
If she
count
can
a
become
lot
the
more
president
quickly. So
as a
we feel
dingy
we're
bitch, then
bracing
there's
for
no
what
fun.
could
Then
potentially be
obviously the
many
presidency is
days
bullshit.
of uncertainty. It's possible, depending on how the states
If a
start to break
dumbass
tonight,
fucking whore
that we
bitch
do
can
get a
fucking
projection
become
at some
president,
point,
then
even
anybody
very
can
late this evening or into tomorrow morning.
my fucking mouth.
Absolutely,
Say
and
nothing.
noting here that from some county officials,
You should
in
run for
Georgia,
office, Dave.
Pennsylvania,
Too.
North Carolina, they've actually had to keep some of these polling locations
She was out
open
with Puff
even a
Daddy
little
and
bit
shit.
later, perhaps delaying that count even more.
Oh yeah, she's a
Let's
party
also,
girl.
though, not overlook the balance of power in Congress
will.
in this race as well.
Yeah, and we
Just
just
wait.
did some scenarios for the Senate.
Yeah,
these are
so?
these are
Doesn't mean the
Senate
Republicans
seats
won't
that
go
are
after.
in play tonight. And I just want to
Protection.
play through a couple of different
You're funny,
scenarios here
bro.
because
Nobody has
Republicans
protection,
basically
bro.
have 46
Nobody
seats,
does.
Democrats 42. Democrats
No,
have
he
a
ain't.
lot more defense. If
Let's fucking
the
see how
Republicans are
campaign
able to hold
can't talk
Florida,
Because he's a
hold
fucking
Texas,
Negro,
Ted
dude.
Cruz,
Fuck
and
you expect?
hold
Well, that's good. It was a
Nebraska,
good thing.
they're at
He's a
49.
black man.
You
What do you
need
expect
50
him to
if
do?
you
He's
also
gonna
have the
back up
presidency
the
to
girl.
control the Senate.
Plus, he's a
West Virginia,
fag anyway, so
Democrats are almost
Nuthead.
certain to give that to the Republicans with
Jizz
retirement
gobbler,
of Senator
too.
Joe Manchin. That alone could be enough
Nice.
if Donald Trump wins the presidency.
Oh, he is,
But even
true.
if he
I'm
does
glad
not,
kids aren't watching
there's a
tonight.
bunch of opportunities. The Democrats would have to hold all of the other seats that we're
Well,
looking at right here.
they were.
Hold those seats, guys. Hold those
You're
seats.
getting raw Ryan
John
here,
Tester
so
on the ballot and Ohio,
It's
both states
raw,
where Donald
man.
Trump is
You're right,
heavily
Truth
favored to
Troll.
win
They
at the top of the
probably
ticket.
would.
No question. A lot
Troll
of
it,
eyes
sorry.
on that Montana and Ohio Senate race. Rick Klein, such a pleasure to have you here with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Oh, Rick Klein, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad you came on.
Hey, that's real nice.
Head over to the big
Fucking
board.
dumb fuck.
Rachel Scott, Rick Klein are going
It's
to be
like
at
the
these
same
boards
thing
all
to
night
do.
long. And if I remember 4 years ago,
He
I
probably
think you
is.
guys were around until Saturday. But I don't want to freak you out.
Oh, these
just
are all
yet.
pre-recorded.
Rick, I want to talk
I
about
had to
this
slow down
because
and
we have
turn.
early vote numbers.
Yeah, I
obviously.
whipped pies just to
Continue to
fucking
monitor
turn like a
this.
dumbass. Faggot. Fucking faggot.
Let's find something better.
You might want to mute me if you don't want me to say crazy shit, because when I'm on the
I
road,
don't
I say
care.
all kinds. All right.
I've been saying it the whole time.
I do have road rage. I'll call a fucking, an Arab fucking sand nigger. I don't care. Like I get pissed off. I'll call you anything in the book,
You know
bro.
what the funny thing is? Tell them the funny thing for me is when they get out and they start talking shit and they call me a nigga, nigga, you just simply look at them and say, hey, I'm not your nigga. They don't know what to do.
They don't?
I've done it.
They don't know.
I believe you.
Nope, they do. Dude, I stuttered like
They just look at you like, what? What did he say? Did he just argue with me? Oh, dude.
yeah, this is the
I like the caricatures sir, at the bottom. Look at it.
It's free country, man.
What's free about it? Give me one thing. Say
Well,
one
it'd
thing
be
you
one
get
thing
for
if
free.
I was calling somebody a nigga, but if I'm just saying the word, then who fucking cares? Why the fuck do you care what I'm talking about? Mind your business.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, what's free about the country, dude? That's what I'm asking.
Nothing really, I guess.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Are you high right now?
Yeah, obviously I am, but that's why I'm going on a fucking cruise mission on fucking security guards. I mean, I'm a pretty fucking stupid person, obviously.
Nah.
Pretty dumb. I'm pretty dumb. Pretty dumb, man. I do some dumb shit.
Hey, bro, remember Cindy Lauper?
Matthew's telling you better call your parole officer
Boys
before
just
the
want
night's
to
over, sir.
boys just want to cause trouble. That's what we want. Boys just want to get in trouble. They don't want to have fun. Fun. Getting in trouble is fun. Getting in trouble is fun.
That's what they say.
Well, not yet. We ain't been caught yet.
The key word is yet, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The word is yet.
The data seems to say these and these, but who's going to
These
win
ones,
the election?
It says this. These right here, dude. It says this and this right here, and this and that.
The key level to this is something or something. Or
It's very high level, so you better get it.
You don't understand what we're saying here. We're going to confuse the hell out of you.
Cannot do it.
We can't count the thing.
President elected these states.
None of this. None of these.
Anybody's talking about it.
People are
white.
American, dude, at all. Not a one of them. They're all Packies, dude. Listen to them.
There's going to be a recount already.
This moment.
This moment for you. Kamala for president? No. No, we don't want for president for Kamala. No. Thank you anyway.
Well, you know how she
Anyway,
counts folks, right?
Thank you anyway. Extremely narrow. Narrow. Narrow.
Narrow.
Not narrow, but narrow. Why is there ain't no D in narrow, dude. No D in narrow. Dumbass.
I don't know where they imported him from. That's what I want to know.
In those states, they might not. I am so annoying in all of this, and I am knowing all this, and I'm knowing all that because I am fucking Arab, and I am good with this. But I still got this fucked up accent.
You
My
know, his
accent
uncle
is
runs
still
a
pretty
certain
fucked up,
dude.
though.
He's
Huh?
down to 7-Eleven. His uncle
You
runs
want one of these?
7-Eleven,
Hey,
dude.
you want one of these big fuckers? Just shoot, go on.
level. So
You
it's
want the
not as
jerky?
if one candidate
You want the
won
jerky?
more votes
What's it?
One
nationally
candidate.
and yet
Where
got
did I
the
get
electoral
the
college.
jerky?
safety
Both
pins
the
from?
national votes were Trump
I
sits
have
at
Pin,
no idea,
51.2%
pins,
dude.
PIN,
of
pins.
the
Like
total votes.
I
Kamala
don't know where the
Harris
fuck
only
they
at
came from.
47.2. There's a big
Could be
gap
from
there.
anywhere.
Look at
So
Kevin.
not
I see he's
necessarily
at
come down to some
182.
of those fears
I got
which
shit in
have
my
been
pocket,
voiced in
all
the past
different pockets.
several
I got all kinds of
Trump's
shit
at
in all my
240.
pockets.
Yeah, I think Trump's
All
gonna
those
win.
paintballs.
I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm
Thanking
gonna
you for
dress up
getting
in
into
red
those
tomorrow,
details
and
and
We are
putting
gonna
that
leave
big
it at that.
story into perspective.
I'm gonna give me a
To tell our
bullhorn and
viewers as
blow it
well, the
everywhere.
Putting
important
that
thing
story
with
in
us right now is that
perspective.
Trump has
Keep it in
backed
perspective.
Georgia as well.
In
So more
perspective.
good news
Keeping
for the
it in
Trump camp
perspective.
at this point in time. He's also
I
reached
don't think he
the
knows what perspective
Mar-a-Lago
is.
club where he's
He's
set to
also
celebrate
rich.
the
Yes,
election
he's also
results.
rich.
So far, Tesla
Uh-huh.
Chief Musk, among others,
Well, they're
is the
gonna play
first
Hail
one
to
to
the
reach the
Chief in the
venue.
morning.
Democrat
I
Kamala
promise
Yeah,
you.
Harris
to the Chiefs.
has
Think
though
so?
Tel Aviv,
Then I point the
captured New
cannons
York,
right at
New
you,
Jersey,
dude.
Illinois, Delaware, Rhode
Boom.
Island, and Massachusetts, as
Really?
always, as also
Yeah, you know it.
Connecticut and Maryland. We have a series of
Maryland.
reactions
What is
also coming
Maryland?
in. Let's take a listen.
Fucking
I've
no.
been to Maryland. I know.
What's Maryland? Maryland? Is that like Hollywood? Maryland?
I guess.
Maryland.
The Maryland.
Stay on the line. They can't do anything
So
about
that
it. And
motherfucker
vote.
there it is.
We're going to win it big. Thank you.
There you go, this
He's
motherfucker.
gonna win it big, and thank you. We'll make America great
Is that a
again. See
motorcycle?
my mega
Get
hat.
offline and vote. Make sure you get through and vote. We're going to have a big victory tonight. Well, it'll be just that. We want to bring everybody in. We want to be very inclusive, and we will be very inclusive.
Inclusive. Holy crap, we got an
have,
inclusive
a
vote.
great country, but we have a country that's in trouble. It's in big
And Trump
trouble
won
in
North
many
Carolina.
ways.
Look at there.
And we have to straighten
Wow,
it
look at
out.
that.
We have crime is through the
I
roof.
know.
We have
Carolina.
people pouring through our borders.
That's my home state, boy. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there.
They come out of prisons. They
You're
come
raised
out
Welcome
of
to North Carolina.
13,000
I was raised there, though.
people convicted of murder.
I remember more about North Carolina than any other state.
We have enough
Look, I got a cell phone.
technology. We don't need that. So
You
I
do?
think
An extra
people
one.
saw
Yeah, an extra one.
And
Found me an extra.
it just seems that the conservatives
The pencil
are
sharpener.
voting
Just found it.
very powerful.
It's like right there it
Should
was.
never happen.
Kinds of-
A thing like that
kinds
should
of shit in
never
his
happen.
pocket.
This election should be over. They spend all this money on machines.
Yeah, I bet they are.
And frankly, if they
They're
just
talking
paper
recall
ballots,
already.
it would be over by 10 o'clock. And by the way, the paper
Hey, wait.
ballots would cost
Okay,
8%. Would be 8% of the cost. If they would use paper ballots,
8%.
voter ID,
I don't think
proof
we're
of
actually going to
citizenship,
get
and one-day voting,
an
it would all
actual
be over by 10
declaration
o'clock.
tonight.
It's
I don't know why
crazy.
people sit up and
If they
watch
would
this
use
stuff.
paper
They use
ballots.
these very expensive computers, and I'm hearing in Pennsylvania they won't have an answer.
Paper ballots. That's
till
what Saab
2 or
says.
3 days
Expensive?
from now.
Expensive, huh?
I think
They
it's
used to have lock boxes
absolute
and paper
outrage
ballots.
if that's
Yeah.
the case. Now maybe
Yeah.
maybe later.
Now they have
it's-
Either
scan
way, she's
cards.
going to be dressed in black
paper
in the
ballots
morning,
in
prepared to
France, they
lose.
went paper
What's
ballots
left of your
because
freedom.
the system was
Prepared to
not
lose.
working. It was
Prepared to lose.
corrupt. And in France,
Yeah.
they went paper ballots. And
That's funny.
at 10 o'clock in the evening, they had
Yeah,
37
better than
million
not.
votes counted. And
Maybe. Might be better than not.
this country, I mean, I'm just hearing
Maybe.
that I'm just hearing
They want to come lock me up, they can do it tomorrow.
a long time.
I don't know what I
It won't
did,
even
but,
be close. It won't even be that close. They say I'm going to win the state, but it's going to take a long
They
time.
say I'm gonna win.
solidify it.
I'm hopeful that Trump wins because I know.
What are you
that
gonna
he
win when you
provides
do win?
results. You know, he doesn't just
Nothing.
talk about this and that.
An argument?
He provides results,
They
and
didn't-
that's why
Yeah,
An
there you
argument?
go.
I'm supporting him.
Win an argument.
What argument? What argument?
I don't know. Whatever argument you want to win, I guess.
All right, so we have, in fact, a confirmation right now, and this is through CNN, that Trump is back. The second swing state of Georgia. Media reports, we're quoting CNN, say that Trump has won 2 of the 7
Did he?
swing states. The first one being North Carolina, the second being Georgia.
Not
and this is through CNN.
being not
Georgia.
Carolina or North
Called it 2 of
North
Georgia.
Carolina.
swing
North,
states has
Georgia.
now been taken
Northern
by
California?
Donald
Northern.
Trump. I'm going to go straight
What about
into
Northern
some
California?
affairs. There is Geeta Mohan
That's different from
is in
Southern
Florida,
California.
is in Florida, with Donald Trump earlier, in fact, cast his ballot. It's great
You
news.
know,
We have
if
a
you met these
confirmation
people in
data
real life, you'd
of
probably
at
want to
least
kill
2
them.
swing states,
I'm
where,
Maybe.
Donald Trump
Might,
has
you never know.
won.
Yeah, it depends on where they came from.
It looks pretty bad for the Kamala camp right now. Cedric Richmond, who was the Harris campaign co-chair, just came out and spoke. And
Where are they
he said
camping at? That's my
that they
question.
will wait till the last
Hmm?
voice is heard, the last vote is
Where do they
counted.
camp at?
It clearly shows that they are in trouble.
We got a Trump camp and a Harris
You will
camp.
not
Where are they
hear
at?
the vice president tonight. He will speak tomorrow, which means that they are going to wait for the last vote so that they are sure whether they're winning or losing. On the other hand,
Who's winning? They're losing.
what swing states have gone to
You know, I got a solution for the whole damn thing. You know what it is? Nobody vote at all. Period. And
then
nobody vote for anybody. Nobody.
and then we'll see how many we get.
Yeah. Well, when we get a bully fight, dude, it's the best.
Connect
The
with
last
Geeta
person
in a moment
standing,
from now,
dude.
but Geeta is in Florida telling us about the fact that there's victory for Trump in at least two
Flashlight.
swing states, and we also have these pictures of Republicans the Reds are celebrating right now.
Oh,
It
these
is
pictures.
America's
We have
battle
pictures of Republicans.
the ages with Donald
That's
Trump
funny.
ahead
Oh, we
in
have pictures of them.
230
Holy crap, they exist.
votes and
Pictures of
Kamala Harris in
Republicans.
210.
Lots
It's a
of
big
pictures
boost
of
to Trump. He has won the swing state.
They're
of
dancing
North
over there.
Carolina
It's a big
and
boost.
also
It's a
the
big
swing
boost for.
state of
It's a big
Georgia.
boost for
He's
him.
also taken lead in the other 5 swing
Is
states.
that his
Total of
wife?
7.
dude?
In other states like
You
Texas,
see, he's dancing
Ohio,
over here.
Nebraska,
That looks like the
North
Trump girls.
Dakota,
Could be. Shit. I just did.
South Dakota. Trump has also reached to celebrate the election results. Tesla chief Elon Musk
Our
is
chief.
among the others to have reached the
I don't
venue.
know,
Chief?
dude. I can make her
Who's
out.
La Chief?
Harris has captured New York, New
La
Jersey,
Never heard of La
Illinois,
Chief.
Delaware,
That'd be
Rhode
Trump.
Island,
La Chief.
Massachusetts,
La Chief.
and Connecticut, and Maryland
Huh?
as
La
well.
Chiefy.
7
It's
swing
like
or
it's like
battleground
it's
states like
Mexican
Pennsylvania,
Al Pacino. That's what it
Arizona,
is.
Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, and Wisconsin.
Discount right out of the
all
dollar
expected
store,
to
dude.
effectively
Because remember, he's from
decide
Cuba.
who
He's
will
Cuba.
be the next
I'm from Cuba.
president,
Oh,
the
Cuba.
47th president
Cuba.
of the United States of America.
Who's the next
United
president?
States of
Is it
America.
Kamala? Is
Geeta
it Trump?
is in
Is
fact
it Kamala?
back
Is it
with
Trump?
us, getting
Is it
us
Kamala?
these
Is it-
pictures of the celebrations that have in fact
So do we even
broken
know if they're
out.
over there yet?
Geeta, you're in Florida, but I understand that in Washington, D.C.,
I don't know. I'm not
where
where you
Kamala
were at.
Harris was
You go
supposed to,
get their
in fact,
attention.
watch the results and
Or
be
you
with
want
the
me to?
supporters.
Hit 'em with
The
something.
Democrats there has not, in
I'll
fact,
shoot
We'll
turned
check
up
back
for the
in
event
later.
as well, is what we understand. Clearly,
I'm
as
getting
out of
per
lunch.
the indication that
For now.
this time around it is
Yeah.
I can launch a golf
This
ball
time
a block
around-
away. I can
Who's
shoot
next
somebody
on
from
the
a block away.
chopping block?
I'm good at it too.
Are you?
I can launch a
All right,
golf
I'm
ball
gonna-
like a block away with my hands.
Yeah.
I got a launcher that I do with my hands. I can shoot it with. I
Nice.
made a new one. We're about to find out how far
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
go.
go.
I'm gonna go to the real fight. You ready? We're gonna go see the
Okay.
Mastodons versus.
Now, are you
the
gonna stop
mammoths.
fucking flashing the light around so that way I can do what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, you gotta get somebody's attention.
My buddy has a bad habit of when we're getting ready to do something stupid, he's always over here with his fucking flashlight on. Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I'm about to shoot fucking shit over here at the security guard. These guys, the fucking light shining on me. He's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
It's like, look over here. It's coming
Yeah.
from over
Look,
here.
look, we're over here. Look, dumbasses are over here shooting stuff at you.
Nice.
It's just
All
not.
right.
fucking over
This
here.
is the real election. Is right here. Is between mammoths and mastodons. That's where the real fight is.
Mammoths and mastodon.
Yeah. Why not?
Discovered just a mile apart in the Osceola River in the Panhandle, these two tusked giants once stood side by side in ancient Florida. But people often ask, what's the difference between the Columbian mammoth and the American mastodon? At
Dum,
14
dum, dum.
feet tall, the Columbian mammoth was larger than the mastodon, and similar to modern-day elephants, was equipped with
Yeah, that
large
gets
flat
attention.
teeth designed to grind up tough
Reach in my
grasses.
backpack and
Oh,
grab
The
me a golf ball.
mastodon,
over
on the
there.
other
They're in the
hand,
bottom of
had
the bag.
conical-shaped teeth designed for chewing soft leaves and twigs. Though they both walked the earth about 10,000 years ago, the American
Yeah,
mastodon
10,000
is much
years
more
ago.
ancient
It's in the
than
big
Columbian
part, and then there's a
mammoth,
bag in the bottom of
appearing
the big
Florida
part.
over a million
Full
years
of golf
before
balls.
the
Dump them out
mammoths.
if you want. It doesn't matter.
Come
million
see these
years.
giants at
Grab
the
me a
Florida
couple out of
Museum of Natural History today.
Hey, smart people, Joe here. Charles Darwin
I will definitely get some attention.
discovered
Here we
what
go.
became the origin of
Here we go.
species. Became
Here goes
the
the first
origin of
golf.
species. Spent 8 years traveling through
Mhm.
South
Oh, yeah, yeah, I
Asia
guess
to
I could
witness
do
the
that, huh?
story of evolution.
All right, you
But
ready?
you can discover
Find
the
out how far this
same
motherfucker
thing
will go.
today without
Bet you it's gonna
going
go up on top.
anywhere.
You
Because
can.
the story of evolution is right there in your body. Your
Whoa.
tailbone used to be a tail. If you can move your ears, that's that.
Now you heard it
You
here,
gonna do
folks, guys. Your tail used to be your
We're
tailbone
gonna
used
do
to
that.
be a tail.
Oh wait, I
No.
think I see a light.
And look,
over
they
there.
got alfalfa down here
I see
in
a
the
light.
picture.
See it? Back in there, see it?
thanks
Look
to
at the light.
muscles
Get
you
over and
share
see
with
what's
other
in the block
mammals.
down
That pink bit in the corner of your eye,
Reflection
a
off something,
leftover of a third eyelid we can still find in lizards, birds, fish, and
Kinda looks like a
others.
flashlight or something.
Goosebumps are a feature we share with lots of animals that didn't lose
Yeah,
their
yeah. Well, I
body
don't know which
hair.
guy's on tonight. All right, here we go.
All right. This guy's making a hell of a case for evolution here. Let's check this out.
And even hiccups trace back to the brains of fish and tadpoles,
You
a
hear it,
brain
Wayne?
signal they use to squeeze water
Did
through
you hear
their
it?
gills. These
Where's
body
Wayne?
parts are just a few
The
scattered
fucking ball.
pages
Did
in
you
a
hear it,
larger
Wayne? Is what I
story
mean. I don't
about
fucking
our
hear some
evolution.
dumbass fucking
But
yelling
there's
for his
other
life.
fossils hidden inside our bodies
Give a fuck about
that tell
the
an
dumbass
even
down the
clearer
street.
tale
Wow.
about how
The
we
ball. Did you
came
hear
to
the golf
be
ball hit
the
that?
way we are. One of
That means
these
that whole
stories
area over
is
there is
so
open, so
simple
it
it can be
just rolled
told with a
down.
single picture.
Chapter 1.
These are images of
chromosome.
chromosomes, the big chunks of DNA inside every one of our cells. When we look at images of human chromosomes next to those of other apes, they line up nearly identically.
hit something.
That was
Except
so
for
identical.
human chromosome 2. It seems to have no match next to the other ape chromosomes.
All right, now I'm disappointed. 'cause I thought it was
Weirder,
gonna be
humans
hella
have
fucking loud.
46 chromosomes in total,
wait, there it goes.
23 pairs.
Did you hear it?
Those other apes, they have 48 chromosomes, 24 pairs. What could explain this? If we're supposed to be related, why are we missing a chromosome?
I don't think we're all created. But they were created differently. But, you know, you go on. Please tell more.
Are we?
Turns out
We're
we
created.
aren't missing a chromosome at all. Sometime during our species history, those two chromosomes that are still separate in other apes were welded to become our single human chromosome 2. Us, chimps, gorillas, orangutans, all inherited the DNA we have today from some common ancestor with 48 chromosomes. But 2 of ours got stuck together along the way, and you can even see how they match up. If 2 chromosomes were glued together, you'd expect to find 2 centers, or centromeres, and we do. We'd also expect to find telomeres, the ends of each original chromosome, stuck head to head in the middle, and we do. Thanks to sequencing the human genome, we can spot the exact DNA base where this fusion happened. 113,602,928 bases from the end. A fossil of evolution.
Wow. How did he come to that conclusion? that probability is like way out there. I tell you what, you could evolve by splicing one of his chromosomes. Go for it.
Evolution hidden in our own bodies. In Celtic mythology, there's a place called Tir Nanog, a land of eternal youth. When one scientist discovered a protein that keeps stem
Wow.
cells forever young, he named
Huh. Ryan's popped out and popped back in. Hold on a second.
I'm still here.
You hearing this fairy tale they're telling?
Yep, I hear it. I hear it. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It's a bunch of like smart people. You know, this is for smart people. You remember that.
named it after this place, Nanog. The human Nanog gene is located on chromosome 12, at least the version of the gene that works. There are 11 other broken copies of Nanog spread throughout our DNA. How do these extra copies
Nanogs. Man, that's awesome. That caused it all. The evolution, I'm sure of it.
get spread through our genome like lost socks? When DNA is replicated, sometimes the same bit gets mistakenly copied twice. And sure enough, we see one broken copy right next to the working Nanog gene, like a messed up.
I want to see this happen in real time under a microscope.
DNA photocopy. We call these broken genes pseudogenes. And what about those other 10? There's
It's kind of like the whole science behind this. Pseudo.
Another way these pseudogenes can spread. Nanog, like every gene, is copied from DNA into RNA letter by letter before that RNA is used to build a protein. But every once in a very long while, that RNA gets...
Wow. Who is it now? Ryan again. Dude, you keep dropping out. Can you hear me? Now I'm going to get back to it.
Gets mistakenly copied backwards back into DNA, pasting a new broken version of the gene somewhere in our chromosomes. After searching the billions of letters in our genome, we've found 10 of these lonely Nanog leftovers in our DNA. Their locations seem random, like they were blindly tossed in. Now, say you were to read another animal's genome and you found these very same broken copies of Nanog, each pasted in the very same locations among billions of letters of DNA.
Well, who did the pasting, dude? Don't ask yourself that question.
That would be a heck of a coincidence, unless it wasn't a coincidence. This is what we see when we search for Nanog in a chimpanzee's genome. The original and 10 of those lonely broken copies, all in the same locations as ours. This only makes sense if millions of years ago, you and me and the chimpanzee share an ancestor whose DNA was already littered with these broken genes. We all inherited a link.
We do?
Of course, it's one thing to share a link with chimps, but chickens? That would require some strong cluck and proof. One thing...
And you haven't provided any of that yet.
You have in common with a chicken, you both came from an egg. Inside a chicken egg, the growing embryo produces something called a yolk sac. It surrounds, well, the yolk and helps gradually absorb nutrients to build a baby bird. But human eggs are incredibly small, only about 1/10 of a millimeter across. Unlike birds or turtles, our eggs don't make a yolk or even a shell. We get our nutrients and protection from our mom's body. So you'd think no yolk sac. But that's not the case. Humans make an empty yolk sac, and it disappears halfway through pregnancy. See, this is a clue that our eggs and bird eggs and even reptile eggs all share an evolutionary link.
Really?
But can we prove it? There's an essential ingredient in egg yolks called vitellogenin. It's a protein, which means there's a gene whose DNA codes how to build it.
That's nonsense. And Ryan's back again. He made it. All right, here we go. Back to the proof of evolution. Quick.
Egg-laying vertebrates all have at least one copy of this gene. But what about us? If we really are descended from animals that once laid eggs full of yolk, can we find some leftover of that yolky gene hidden in human DNA? In 2008, researchers found just that. Fragments of once active egg yolk genes hidden in our own genome. And when they compared our DNA to the chicken versions, they even had the same neighboring genes around them. This is exactly what evolution would predict. Just like fossil bones, we see remnants of our ancestors broken and buried in these hard to find places.
He just said fossil bones, dude. That's insane. Because the fossils aren't bones.
There are many myths of creation around the world, and most agree on one thing. Humans are special, and we need a special story for how we got this way. When we take a close look at our own...
So let me know when apes start writing stories and chimpanzees start making movies and they start building cars and they start driving around, and give me a call and I'll be right there on board with you with the evolution thing, dude.
Biology, we can see that special story is evolution. And it's a story we share with every other living thing on Earth, some more than others. To some people, the idea that humans, our bodies, our brains, our thoughts, are also the products of evolution removes some of the magic of being human. But it doesn't have to. When Darwin wrote, "There is grandeur in this view of life," he meant that being a creature molded by evolution is a totally different kind of magic. The kind that still amazes you even when you know exactly how the magic is done. Stay curious. A big thank you.
I'm curious, but that's just my opinion.
Supporting PBS Digital Studios and our show. As you know from today's video, the name 23andMe comes from the fact that human DNA is organized into 23 pairs of chromosomes. Chimpanzees would obviously get their genetic analysis done at 24.
That's wonderful.
The results you get from 23andMe can help you gain a newfound appreciation and understanding about your DNA. You'll be able to see which regions around the world your ancestors come from, and you might learn how your DNA influences your facial features, taste preferences, sleep patterns, and much more.
Oh.
For instance, my DNA tells me that I'm unlikely to have a bald spot, which, so far so good. And it also told me whether I'm a carrier for inherited conditions ranging from cystic fibrosis to hearing loss. Show your support for our show by going to 23andme.com/OK.
God, I hate that. That was horrible, guys. I'm sorry. I thought they were going to have some real proof. But no. No proof. And I'm the only one here. Yep, that was pseudoscience, if you're still there. Anybody else here with me still? I'll take that as a yes. Yeah, 23andMe is a piece of work. I'm telling you right now. And they don't know how it works. They really don't. And we're not related. We're just part of creation. That's just me. That's the way I think. Carlos. Never seen you before. And Ryan's dropped off the face of the earth. We were talking about mammoths to a minute ago, just tracing their lineage, and I thought I would take a look at their proof of evolution while I was on the site, and I didn't see much of a proof of it. And the other reason I started this stream, speaking of evolution and all that, was I want to call out Sean Hawkins. He wants to debate me, I guess. He thinks I'm stupid. So I was to meet me on Flat Soy's platform. If you're watching, Sean, and odds are you probably are, just come on my stream or DM me, text me, talk. You know how to find me. And I'll set up a debate with you on Vlad Soy's channel if you want. Just me and you. It's out there in the ethos now, so let's see what happened to Ryan. Now let's check on the election results, see how they faring now. Maybe we got a Republican president. Dun, dun. He evolved from a chimp.
Of the swing states, and they've projected wins in others. So it's almost clear that Trump is winning this election. And with Harris now not delivering her speech,
You heard it here first, guys.
that again
Trump's a winner.
confirms the fact that in some time from now, you'll have Donald Trump on the stage over here, addressing his people and accepting the victory that will be declared with the win in Pennsylvania. So more than 95% chances, Neha, he is likely to become the next president, the 47th president of the United States of America.
All right. Though the counting, in fact, is on, still Geeta in 5 of the swing states, but he has the leads in many of these 5 swing states. In fact, in all of these 5 swing states, to put it correctly, 2 of the states where, and we're reporting from CNN, where in Georgia and in North Carolina, it is clear that Trump, Republicans have won those 2 swing states, isn't it?
Yeah, it almost did.
Wisconsin
selection.
Geeta, we were talking about the swing states, but at least in 5, he is leading, and 2 have been called out by CNN, and we're reporting from there about Trump winning Georgia and also North Carolina.
Oh, Georgia. That sounds horrible.
Is that question for me?
Yes, Geeta.
Ryan, can you hear me? Are you here with us yet? Are you still hunting?
Okay, I'm just going to go back to Geeta Mohan, our foreign affairs editor, reporting from Florida at this point in time. Donald Trump, in fact, cast his ballot earlier today. Rahul Kaval continues to be with us. Rahul, we just, in fact, put out that information, quoting New York Times and how they're reporting about 95% chances of Donald Trump then marching to the White House, isn't it? It's a big boost for Donald Trump, winning in 2 swing states, North Carolina and Georgia. Not just that, he's also leading in other 5 swing states of Pennsylvania, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Nevada. Trump is ahead in 230 electoral votes, and Kamala Harris in 210 right now. And 246 is what we have right now as far as the latest figures for Trump is concerned. As far as the electoral votes are concerned, Geeta is back with us. 246 for Donald Trump, 210 there for Kamala Harris as far as the electoral votes are concerned. Geeta, 270 is the majority mark.
Well, that's right, but these numbers don't make a difference because the numbers that are stacked up right now are the Republican states, the Democrat states, and the few swing states that have been called. It all depends on, and of course, California has not been called, but it is Democratic, so we know the numbers will stack up with Kamala Harris. But once the swing states are called, which is about 70 to 80% counting is over in Pennsylvania, and Trump has the lead. We're looking at Wisconsin, Michigan, Georgia again has been called, North Carolina has been called, Arizona, where Trump is leading or Trump is going to win. I have Hindi audio coming into my ears. Sneha, but continuing with what we're saying. Okay, that can be rectified, but these are the swing states that really make a difference, that really matter.
All right, we'll just try and fix that for you, Geeta, in a moment from now.
That-
but we can
that's
hear
horrible.
you loud and clear. So you were
Audio.
telling us
These are
about
pros,
the fact
dude.
that it's
They should
pretty
be on
clear
top
that
of
this
it.
is Trump's in fact, U.S. media reporting on Trump very likely. So 95% chance of him winning elections. He's got 95% chance. Geeta says perhaps more than that. It is very, very clear. He is leading right now with 247 electoral votes. That's the latest figure. And Kamala Harris, in fact, lags behind with 210 electoral votes. Is very likely to win the White House, according to the New York Times. 270 viewers is the majority mark, and it seems that Trump is going to be reaching that magic figure. Geeta explaining to us why it's very, very apparent now that there is going to be nothing else to, in fact, really speculate on at this point in time, given that it's clear Donald Trump is winning the elections. For the non-consecutive time, perhaps Donald Trump is set to be the president of America. On your screen, pictures of Trump supporters right there. Right. In fact, in celebrating at this point in time, a huge Indian community that resides in the United States of America, and jubilant mood is what we can see on the ground, with celebrations that have in fact broken out. In fact, there's a party which has been hosted by Donald Trump already. Is leading with 247.
My question is, why are they raising Pamela's hand, or Camilla's hand? Sorry, I call her Pamela. I don't know why I did that. Camilla's hand, like she's won something. Strange, dude. Strange.
Okay, so we have members of the Indian community who are celebrating Trump's, what seems to be his possible victory, a very, very big possibilities with 247 electoral votes in his favor, and Kamala Harris lagging behind with 210. Celebrations have broken out in various parts of the country. These are pictures coming in right now of members of the Indian community.
I've been alive for 54 years, and I've seen a whole bunch of elections, and I've never seen anything quite like this. Anybody else? Come on, just say it. I've never seen an election coverage quite so elaborate. It's weird. Yeah, got to be really skeptical if they're going to pull the rug out from underneath you, right? Good night. All right. Did Cookie Monster leave me again? He did. He fell out. He's probably busy. I'm done with the election. It's been an hour now. I'm going to end up calling it for the night. I got to look at evolution and oh, he's back. Hold on. Oh, there he is. Hey, Ryan, are you able to talk now? Can you hear me? Nod your head. I think he's got bad service. I don't think he can hear me. Well, happy election night. Did you take a look around and find the truth yet? Ask Truth Troll. She'll tell you all about it. Now, I'm going to throw on another song and call it a night. And Carlos, it was nice to meet you. Glad you came over and watched my show. Feel welcome here anytime. I don't hold any grudges about arguments and stuff, dude. I just point to facts. That's the way I deal with it. Now I want to put a song on and say good night. Ryan, if you're able to hear me, I'm going to close her down. Ryan? Nothing? Okay. Good night, guys. And I think Saab may be on. You guys can go over hang out there. I might go do that myself. I thought I'd have Ryan here to help me along, but he's a little tied up right now.
Darkest before dawning, when the rains done up falling, always, never, always, never. When belief isn't learning, when the world's never turning, always. When the fear wasn't flowing, when evil wasn't showing, never. As the stars turn above us, so the snakes weave beneath us. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Strong and proud. Strong and proud. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. And always never back down to tyranny. Stars to design everyone to be free. We don't need permission to allow us irrevocable rights, choices, voices, life or liberty. Stand your ground. Proud. Raise your flag on your ground. And always never back down. Never surrender, never retreat, never know fear, you'll never know defeat. Fight for your future, fight for your rights, fight for your freedom and fight for your life. Lockdown, slave master, death jam. when the storm isn't blowing, when the time isn't going. Always, never, always, never. When the sky isn't falling, never. When the end isn't calling, never. As the spark bolts of lightning, always. So the darkness is blinding.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
Strong and proud.
Strong and proud.
Hold your ground.
Raise that truth you found.
And always.
And always never back down to tyranny. Never surrender. Never retreat. Never no fear, and you'll never be beat. Fight for our futures. Fight for our rights. Fight for your children, the freedom, and fight for the life. No, you don't. No, you won't. Can't control us. Now too much you've taken, so we have awakened. Too much you've taken. Now us you've awakened, and we're coming for you. Stay safe. Distance. Stay fast. Now we're coming for you. Lock down. Lock down. So run for freedom. Run for your lives. We're growing in millions and we're all coming for you. Your handfuls of billions. Run for and fight for your life.
Ryan, are you here yet? Or are you just teasing with your avatar? Well, I'm going to end the stream, dude. I'll talk to you later. Probably tomorrow. All right.